The sentiment surrounding XRP has completely altered. Less budding is taking place and more optimism is growing as we come closer to getting the SEC off our backs, and we have some huge things occurring in the next 24 hours. All we ever ask of you is to hit the subscribe and the like button. Go ahead and drop an XRP straight to the moon in the comment section, and share the video far and wide. Before we get too deep into this, I do want to talk about some very critical dates that we have for Ripple, as well as some price targets. Where do we see ourselves in the short term? Right around before the Bitcoin halving and thereafter, and then into the back half of the year towards the end of the year. First off, the coming week is going to be very interesting for Ripple. We know that the SEC will submit its opening brief, and then we will have a response from Ripple by the 22nd of April. If you are yet to subscribe to this amazing channel, you are missing a lot. Hit the subscribe button to get the latest update in the amazing world of cryptocurrency. It is a fact now that CC will have until the 6th of May to provide its final response, and then all submissions will initially be made under seal to allow for review. So something we won't be able to see, at least initially. Eventually, we are going to see what's there, but what we have right now is a ton of optimism right now for XRP holders as we are getting so incredibly close. Now, Ethereum cannot say that. They are just at the beginning stages. We are finally at the final stages and finally about to get the SEC off our back, guys. Many analysts are predicting a price increase from both XRP, and I'm going to get into that in just a moment. But one can only assume after this is finally resolved, SEC is out of the way, now we can start really moving with coin utility use cases, and most importantly, all the big institutions are going to greenlight XRP, which would lead to massive rallies for XRP. But also check this out, guys. Ripple partner AC Worldwide supports 9% of the global SWIFT traffic and has confirmed that the new instant payment regulation will come into effect in April. So literally just right around the corner, XRP has been chosen for the cross-border transactions. European Union has today confirmed the new instant payment regulation will come into effect 8th of April. So literally just right around the corner, XRP has been chosen for the cross-border transaction. European Union has today confirmed the new instant payment regulation will come into effect on the 8th of April. Goldman Sachs reports growing institutional interest in cryptocurrency. When Goldman Sachs talks, we definitely need to listen. A recent surge in cryptocurrency prices, with Bitcoin hitting all-time highs, has primarily been driven by retail. Make no mistake, retail is mostly what is moving this market. But institutional interest is growing, the global investment bank's head of digital assets said Tuesday. And just like the big dump that we saw after the ETFs, long-term investors, people that follow this and watch cryptocurrency and blockchain tech, what's happening day to day, mom? We all knew that the big price increases were coming, but what happened is on the ETF, it was on the ETF news. It was 100% buy the rumors and sell the news. A bunch of new retail investors came in and got wrecked as they sold off 10%, 20%. They get all the retail out. This is what always happens, and so Tether could depeg from USD. I'm much more bullish, obviously, on USDC, which we've talked about being closely tied with both Ripple and Stellar. Due to Evergrande liquidation, Fgate takes down ETH and ERC, which would be honestly massive for both the XRPL and the Stellar blockchain. As many of us can predict and believe, will finally decouple from Bitcoin. Now, lastly, guys, let's talk a little bit about prices on both XRP and XLM. Now, XRP LibCrypto has recently said, expecting a 2018 all-time high to be taken out rather very soon, either before or right after the Bitcoin halving. In another noteworthy news update, Ripple's chief technology officer and XRP Ledger co-creator David Schwartz recently took to social media to post a mysterious tweet, leaving the XRP community abuzz with speculation. The tweet, a cryptic math problem that equated to 5, prompted enthusiastic responses from XRP enthusiasts who interpreted it as a potential hint at a future $5 price for XRP. This speculation comes amid ongoing legal battles between Ripple and the SEC, with recent victories providing optimism for XRP's future performance. Last year, Ripple scored a significant legal victory when a federal judge ruled that XRP sales on secondary markets do not qualify as security sales. This decision briefly propelled XRP to $0.71. Similarly, this SEC's loss in another case, initiated by Grayscale, led to the approval of Grayscale's spot ETF, alongside others from prominent institutions like BlackRock and Fidelity. As of now, XRP holds the 6th position in the cryptocurrency market, trading at $0.62. In a tweet on March 21st, David Schwartz announced the completion of a new trading bot designed for centralized crypto exchanges. The bot, operating on an algorithm similar to the XRP Ledger's AM, is still in its early stages, described by Schwartz as really rough. While he plans to share a GitLab link soon, Schwartz acknowledges that it's too early to gauge the bot's profitability. However, he anticipates a potential return of approximately 11% per year. Don't miss out on valuable insights and actionable tips that can potentially shape your financial future. Hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and join our vibrant community of crypto enthusiasts. Together, let's unravel the mysteries of cryptocurrencies and uncover the untapped potential that lies within.